Good morning. Welcome, live streamers. We have a few people still showing up, so we'll get started in just a minute.
I'm still waking up at 3 in the morning. What did you get? 2 days ago.
There's all sorts of room in here. See? Do you like where you're sitting? Is that
Yeah.
so good?
Yeah.
I love it. It reminds
On
me of
all levels.
collage.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thanks for choosing to be here. My name's Asiana. Great to be with you. Couple blocks. I think we're all set. Yeah, blankets. I'm trying to keep those handy. So any energies, anything want to be shared? Yeah, please. Anything that might be alive for you this morning that you want to dip into the field? I mean, we're all here together, so inevitably, wonderfully, whatever you're working with, we're all working with. We're all in this together. Yeah. And it's okay if you don't share, but just opening it up if you want to. So we are sandwiched between two eclipses right now. It's funny, I've been talking about the eclipse happening today all week. I was like, it's today. And it's not today. It's like, woo, it's today. It's actually next week. So this is just an example of what can happen during eclipse season. There's a little bit of a wobble. I'll call it a wobble. And then you toss a little Mercury retrograde in there and woo-wee, what the heck is going on? And here we are on planet Earth. Here we are affected by all of the rotation of all the planets, the sun, the moon. And during these sandwich eclipse times, it can create a little bit of a polarized experience. And at the same time, magnetize some stuff that we're outgrowing. That can get really loud in our field. You got an astrologer over here. Does that feel kind of a good way to put it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Audrey. Yeah. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, so in India, the eclipses are represented by a serpent. So it definitely has a lot to do with Kundalini work. And it can be intense because what's happening is you're clearing through the karmas of your chakras. It's not like when you're moving the energy through your spine, but it's just all easy and nice because there's a lot of gunk that we're working through. So in order for the serpent's head and body to pass through to the next stage, it needs to clear it, and that can cause intensity and even this amplification of bizarre vibration. Literally.
An amplification of bizarre vibration. I just have to say that. That's the name of our band.
Yeah.
We are the amplificators of bizarre vibration. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I had to harness that one.
But it also has more things. So the head of the serpent is called Rahu. Ra means creative vibration, like Ra, like from the sun in Egypt, right? But Hu means to hide the vibration. So literally they say the best thing to do during eclipses is to tone and to do mantra. So it's just moving the hidden vibration.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Audrey. Yeah. Audrey also teaches here. She teaches restorative classes and some other classes, 2 other
Just
ones.
restorative.
Okay, beautiful.
Other studios I teach in.
Awesome. Thank you for your download. Yeah. So we're going to just sort of practice a little meditation vibration today that we can weave in Friday when the eclipse is happening. So we're in the sandwich right now. I love that, the way you spoke about that so much. So the serpent, as we kind of move through the gunk. And I really appreciate dipping tone into the fabric of embodiment, because that vibration of sound creates a little ripple, and it can actually start to ripple us into a little bit more freedom, more spaciousness, clearing the gunk, purifies the system. Yeah, that's how I'll put it. Thank you. Excuse me. I've been getting a lot of frogs in my throat of lately, so the reptilians are with us, the amphibians. Yeah. So in our opening meditation today, we'll work directly with that serpent energy with a little hiss sound. And let me kind of show you how we'll work with this real quick. After I drink some warm water. So we'll be moving up the chakra chain. And we'll be working with this in a way where it's a deep breath in, and just kind of watch for a moment. We'll exhale, we'll scoop the tailbone, we'll draw up on the pelvic floor, attention at Muladhara, while inhale, feel the energy expand through your body, and then next exhale, scoop the tailbone, draw up on the pelvic floor, attention at Svadhisthana, your second chakra. Inhale, expand, and then exhale, same thing, we'll move to Manipura, solar plexus, and then the heart, then the throat, and then third eye will sit a little bit more upright. Crown will work with what's called a Visarga breath. Is anyone in here familiar with Visarga? So Visarga is like a little sort of open mouth exhale with a swallow. So check this out. And I'm kind of just doing a little light exhale. The root of the tongue is sort of like a little blanket that opens the entire central channelway. It's light. One of my teachers used to talk about it like you're swallowing a tiny little egg, the golden egg. Any questions? So that's Visarga. And when we move to the crown, Visarga, it's just like feeling like energy raining through the whole subtle body. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of prompt us before we go in. Serpentine, awakening, kundalini as we surf through the gunk. Let's close down our eyes. Yeah, and just really honoring yourselves for showing up in this moment, in this space. And as you settle in, just really sense the space welcoming you here now. And then notice as you exhale, let your body kind of soften into the supportive space around you and inside of you. Tuning a little bit more deliberately to that subtle quality of space. Let the jaw soften inside space, behind your eyes. ear canals. Let the fibers of your body kind of lean back into themselves, lean back into space. And as you tune into your breath breathing, the breath might naturally start to deepen and lengthen without any force, just a depth of awareness. And now give a little more attention to the exhale. As you breathe out, start to release the weight of your physical body into the supportive earth body. So a little more awareness now to the denser element of earth. Let go into this gravitational hug, this embrace. And both sensing this kind of magnification of your body, planet Earth body, and then as you surf inside your body with your awareness, simultaneous, soften any edges into the subtlety of your exhale, into the subtlety of space and gravity. Just kind of tuning in this way for just about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. We get to notice what's included, welcoming all of yourself here. All of you is welcome here. The full spectrum, the confusion, the clarity, the grieving and the joy, the inhale and the exhale. 2 more breaths. And now we'll begin this kind of chakra slide with a little hiss on the exhale. Please, a deep inhale, feel the belly expand, maybe even a little lifting through the front body. And again, exhale, scoop the tailbone, draw up on the pelvic floor, round through the back body, you got it, hiss. Inhale, feel. And as you're ready, second chakra. Just continue. Manipura. Like a pinpoint of illumination. Anahata. Vishuddha. Keep the spine stacked. Agna, third eye. Keep the spine stacked. Visarga, crown. 3 breaths. Two more. Last one. Feel. A deeper inhale. Full slow exhale. 3 more breaths. Just feel through the fabric of embodiment, what's included. And then as you flip your hands, palms up on your thighs, a little stir of your fingertips, connection through sensation. And as you breathe in, slowly draw the palms toward each other in front of your heart. Feel the space between your palms just before the palms touch. Shoulders relaxed, heart beat. Let a single word of intention vibrate right in the center of your heart. Maybe you experience this as a color through the heart in every cell of your body as we Om together, the primordial seed sound. Om. 3 rounds. Ah, Om. Release the breath. Inhale. Feel from the inside out. Excuse me. Now, as we breathe in, just go ahead and float your biceps by ears. It's fine if you want to keep your eyes closed. Let your palms float lightly apart. And then from here, a little sway to one side, reach through the opposite shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, maybe a little stir, and then the other side. Looks like a beautiful sort of fan kelp flowing the ocean floor. The head and the neck, do a tiny little stir with that. You got it. Now easy inhale, heart lift center. Pull the pubic bone back, exhale, just a deep bow forward. Let the hands meet the earth meets your hands, and drape deep into this moment of prostration. As we breathe in, we get to allow ourselves to feel through the gunk, feel through the mud, feel through the water. Let the warmth of the fire start to bring in the light of your awareness as breath deepens, purifying. Little sounding here with a ah. That's it. Now just feel. And then easy, walk the hands, the torso to the right. Catch a big stretch through the left side body, back body. Maybe a tiny little wag through the head, the neck. Draw the left sit bone toward the earth. Inhale, draw up on the pelvic floor lightly, root of your tongue. Release that with a shh.
That's it. Stay here, feel. Let your breath take you deeper through the soils.
Always adapting for you. Now breathe in, maybe a tiny lift as you walk the hands through center. And then we'll take this to the other side,
Release the head, the neck. Draw back through the right sit bone. Gentle draw up on the pelvic floor, root of your tongue. Release that. Stay here, feel. Beautiful, that's it. Now walk the hands center.
Maybe a little gripping of the fingertips to the earth. And if it's possible, roll over your knees. If not, come to all fours in whatever way works for you. Now you're welcome to use your blankets under your knees if you want. We're just gonna clear the space. Now let's have our hands spread wide under our shoulders. And just for a moment, lift the right leg behind you and spread the toes there and circle the right ankle, maybe a little circling of the head, the neck. And then just switch directions. That was a long time to sit cross-legged, so just kind of a little opening there. Now breathe in, reach the leg a little stronger, crown, point the toes and just draw the knee to your forehead, just on the exhale. And then reach the leg behind you once more, and then simply step the right toes to the pinky side of the left foot. Press through the right heel and then slide an inner gaze over the left shoulder. And then maybe a tiny little rocking motion for just a couple breaths here as we begin to kind of tune through different shapes, different relationships with gravity. One more breath. Now breathe in, just simply lift that leg behind you. And then bring the knee to the earth. Breathe in the left leg. Easy. Let the left ankle do a little stir, maybe a slight sway of the head, the neck. Switch directions. Press through the foot, reach through the crown, point the toes, knee to forehead. That's the exhale. Reach the leg behind you and then just step the left toes to the pinky side of the right foot. Press through that inner heel and then slide the inner gaze over the right shoulder. Ooh-wee. Can you lift a little into the heart? And then maybe a tiny, subtle sway in whatever way sways you. All right. Now inhale, lift the leg behind you. Bring the knee back to the earth. Exhale. Breathe in and just glide through to a pretty traditional cow stretch. Heart forward, sit bones back. Breathe out with that hiss sound as you round through to cat. That movement twice more. It's okay if the elbows bend a little and then straighten. And last one here. Now breathe in, lengthen the spine, reach the right fingertips toward the window wall. Cartwheel the right arm to the sky. Cactus arm the right elbow. Take a big breath here. Exhale. Ooh, stay here, inhale. And then exhale, roll the inner right elbow toward the left armpit. Fan the right hand under the armpit. And then reach that arm back to the sky and see if you can find a little undulation through the spine as that happens. Cactus arm. Exhale, a little puff through the back body as you can around the hand under the armpit. Take that just one more round, working really consciously with the element of water. String the right arm all the way under the left armpit. Come to the outer edge of your right shoulder, the side of your head. You can use a block under your head. Now for a moment, scoot the hips to the right, slightly behind you, and then a little bit to the left, slightly forward. Take that one more round. It's just like a little circle inside the pelvic bowl. And then scoot the hips to the right as you press your knees evenly, and then maybe walk your left fingertips toward the front of your mat. You can stay right here, or if you want, tuck the toes of your left foot and then just straighten your left leg behind you with the toes tucked. A couple of deep breaths here, and if you want to work with that little hissing sound, feel free. Maybe a little stir into the pelvic bowl. Try that once more. And then just feel here, one breath. And then for those with that left knee straightened, bring it back to the earth. Ooh. Cartwheel the left arm to the sky for a moment. Little swirl of the wrist, the fingers. Now left hand to the earth in front of your face. And see if you can kind of lazily drag that right arm out from under you. Puff through the back body and then reach the right arm back to the sky. Let's draw the right fingertips behind us. A little peek over the shoulder. And then slide the right hand to the earth under your shoulder. Move through one round of cat-cow here in whatever way feels interesting to you. All right, now breathe in, lengthen the spine. Cartwheel the left arm toward the windows, left arm to the sky. Exhale, cactus arm. One full breath here, kind of absorbing that shoulder blade. Another deep inhale. And then exhale, we're gonna roll the left elbow toward the right armpit. Let the palm of the hand fan under the armpit and then reach that arm to the sky. Now there's no hurry here. You really just wanna feel through the fabric of sensation. Take that a couple more rounds. Maybe there's even a swirl of the wrists, the fingers, the gaze, and follow the left thumb. And then the next time you string that arm under the armpit, come all the way to the outer left shoulder on the earth and the side of your head. And for a moment here, a little circling of the hips to the left, a little behind you, then slightly right. That'll create a little traction through the cervical spine, hopefully, as well. And then scoot the hips to the left. Press the knees as evenly as what's comfortable. Walk your right fingertips toward the front of your mat if that's available. And if you want, tuck the toes of your right foot, straighten the right leg behind you. Hips are fairly parallel there. Now, sometimes it's interesting to do a little inner belly stir, maybe pull back through the left pubic bone, and then see that connection inside the deep ear canal, the deep hip canal, each vertebrae, holy kundalini. One more with that little hiss. And then just feel. We'll bring that knee back to the earth if it's lifted. Circle the right arm to the sky, a little swirl of the wrists, the fingers. And then bring that right hand to the earth in front of your face. Drag the left arm out from under you. Kind of puffing a little through the back body, and then the left arm lifts to the sky. Ooh, fingertips behind you, little peek over your shoulder. And let's bring the left hand to the earth under our shoulder. Now inhale, lengthen your spine, and let's reach the right leg behind us. Now point the right toes. Hover the knee out beside you. And then circle the knee toward the left armpit. Puff through the back body.
And then circle the knee under the right armpit, reach the leg behind you.
Next exhale, step the right foot, outer right hand. Toes a little wider than the heel, and you can actually kind of draw the heel to the mat. And then from here, just a few moments to maybe circle the hips. Maybe you can puff through the back body, the head, the neck. Experiment with that in the other direction. Oof. And then inhale, glide the heart and throat open. Jet the jaw out a little. And then exhale, pivot over the left knee. See if you can lift the right toes and take a deep bow forward.
Whew. I know, right? That right knee is pretty straight here. And then bend the right knee as you point the toes.
Come back into that sort of upward facing dog maneuver there. And then just experiment with that. So the hands are on the inside of the right foot, Marty. Yeah, you got it. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. Don't look at Marty. Take that a couple more times. Just look at me. No, look inside yourself.
Now keep that right knee straight but not locked. And if you want, you can walk your hands slightly forward. It might feel a little awkward.
Huh. Did we say something about awkward vibration?
And then pull back into the pubic bone. Maybe a little wag of the tailbone. Porous sacrum. Deep inhale. Any little micro stirs. One more breath here. And then point the right toes. Oh, catch a big stretch along the front of the leg.
And now bend the right knee. Okay. Now from here, lift the left knee. Kind of press through the left heel. Take a moment here. Plant the left hand under your shoulder. Reach the right arm out toward the windows and then circle the right arm to the sky slightly behind you. Reach the fingertips toward the back wall. And then reach the fingertips toward the outer right mat, toward the earth. Take that one more round. Really spread the shoulders wide. Oh. Is this awkward? Nah. Let's bring the right hand to the earth. Sorry, Marty. Step the right toes toward the front of your mat.
Puff through the kidneys there. Oh. And then exhale, just bend your elbows towards your outer ribs like a little push-up.
And then straighten the elbows. Press through the back heel. Take that one more round. Good. Straighten the elbows. Hands are on the inside of the right foot. Bring the left knee to the earth. Oh. Lift the left toes to the sky, heart forward. And then exhale, pivot through to Ardha Hanumanasana. Just one round here, little bow.
Ooh-wee. Point the right toes.
Bend the knee. And then we're just gonna heel toe that right foot off the mat. And then just kind of working this out in your body. See if you can sweep the right toes behind you. Lift them. Hands are under shoulders. Tuck the toes of the left foot. Lift the left knee. So three-legged dog.
Right knee to forehead. Squeeze.
One more just like that. There's really no hurry. The rhythm of presence. Reach the leg to the sky. And then come to down dog and lift both heels. Bend the knees super deep. Nestle your belly between your thighs with a little wag of the hips. Let that wag be mirrored through the base of the skull. Now straighten the knees. And start to track the heels toward the earth. And then shift your weight to the left hand. Kind of lift the right palm for a moment. Roll the shoulder back and down. And then bring that hand back to the earth. Other side. Hand back to the earth.
And then just kind of nestle through. Feel all the different textures, the layers, the alchemy of strength, earth, fire, perseverance, fluidity, water, and then deepen the breath body and just listen to the sound of you. Really press the pad behind the pointer finger and the thumbs. There you go. Just 2 more breaths here. And then this last one, little ocean exhale. Lift your heels. Bring your knees to the earth. We'll puff through the back body, and we are just going to bring our sit bones to our heels. I know it got warm, huh? Flip your hands palms up and bring your forehead to the earth. So it's this sweet gesture of both giving and receiving inside the manifestation of our intentions, simultaneously kind of letting go of that old skin. Deep inhale. Relax the root and the tongue. Two more. Feel. Bring your hands palms down and little peek between your thumbs. And we are going to slither through to Bhujangasana for just a couple of breaths. Just kind of pulse with that. And softening as you exhale. Inhale, you might lift a little higher, maybe a little stir of the head and neck. Again, just kind of softening as you exhale. One more. Just kind of clearing it away. And then we are going to press over the knees here. Tabletop position. As we breathe in, it's the left leg that reaches behind us. Point the left toes, draw the knee out beside you, and then circle the knee toward the right armpit. Little puff through the back body. Back over the heart, left armpit, reach the leg behind you. Next exhale, step the left foot, outer left hand, heel on the mat, toes a little bit off. And then see if you can find a little pelvic bolster and let that glide through the whole spine. Both directions. And then breathe in, almost like a subtle cow stretch. Sounds weird right now. Exhale. Pivot over the back knee and start to straighten that front leg, front toes lift. A little deeper bow in. And then just flow with it for a couple of rounds. Your hands might need to walk a little forward, maybe slightly back. It's kind of this different way to work with Hanumanasana. Take that once more. And then let's keep that left knee straight, toes are lifted. Maybe the hands walk a little more forward and then a little draw back into the sit bones, the tailbone. Maybe a little undulation. Z, hum through the bones, the muscles. Couple more, and you can really draw that tone to any areas of attention, little percolations. One more. And just feel. And then we'll point the left toes. Oh. And then bend that left knee. Oh my goodness. Now tuck the toes of the right foot and lift the right knee. Plant the right hand under your shoulder. Left arm lifts toward the windows. And then up toward the sky and slightly behind you. Kind of follow the thumb with your gaze as long as possible. And then reach the left fingertips off the side of the mat. And then back toward the windows. Take that full circle once more. Beautiful. And now let's place the left hand back to the earth under our shoulder, left toes toward the front of your mat. Puff through the kidneys a little bit there. Oh. Exhale, elbows bend, hugging the outer ribs. A little push up, press through the back heel. Take that just one more round. You're welcome to have the back knee on the earth if you prefer. Beautiful, everybody. Now straighten the elbows. Let's all bring our right knee to the earth. Sort of like that upward facing dog with the torso. Oh, and then Ardha Hanumanasana here. Press over the back knee, lift the front toes just on the exhale. And then point the toes, bend the knee. Did I forget anything on this side? Heel toe that left foot to the left. And then just kind of working this out. Sometimes these things just happen and I'm like, what happened? Now, three-legged dog here. Lift. Yeah, we got it. Knee to forehead, squeeze. Take that once more. Good. One more three-legged dog. And then let that land you in down dog. Lift the heels. Bend the knees and then bounce. So a little jump, shake the hips up, the head. And then press through to your full expression of down dog in this moment. Any little adjustments along the way. One more breath is all. Now step the feet as wide as your mat. Let the hips do a big sway side to side as you walk your fingertips towards your toes. So we're in a wide stance, forward fold, and just continue to let the fingertips sway side to side. And then actually, let's just sort of free form this. Maybe a little bounce center, shake it out. Figure eights. Head and neck. It helps if you make a little sound. Walk the fingertips off the right side of your mat. Bend the knees and then circle the hips to the left. Straighten the knees, circle through center. Bend the knees to the right, through center, then to the left. Straighten the knees, lift. Continue that little circle, bending and straightening. You can kind of lift the belly through the inner sacrum there. Bend the knees, fingertips sweep through center, take it to the other side. And then the hips scoot to the right. Straighten the knees, lift through center, bend the knees to the left, through center. Continue that a few moments here. So the fingertips are to the left now. All right, and then come center. Interlace the hands around the biceps so you're framing your head. Shake out the neck. Couple of breaths. So the feet are pretty wide here. Bend the knees. Curl your tailbone toward the earth. Belly button back. Slowly round up vertebrae by vertebrae. And at the top of that, we're going to lift the elbows to the sky. Exhale, knees are bent. Elbows draw to the left. Oh, same exhale, chin glides toward your throat. upper back body, cervical spine glides through center, then to the right.
Then open the throat. There's a little lift of the sit bones. And then continue that for a few moments. As the chin draws towards your throat, can you scoop the tailbone a little bit? And then as the throat opens, a little arcing of the sit bones to the sky. Ooh-wee. Next time chin draws toward throat, just switch directions. So you're undulating through your pelvis as well. Good. And now the next time the throat opens, a little arcing through the sit bones, reach the arms long, and then spread the arms open and interlace your hands behind you. Track knuckles toward the earth. Again, bend the knees, pull the pubic bone back, the sit bones lift, bend the knees deeper. Start to pull the pubic bone back. All right, now scoop the hips to the left. Straighten the knees, scoop the tailbone, and glide the hips through center. And then hips to the right. Pull the pubic bone back as you flower the sit bones open, and then we're just going to switch directions. One round, opposite direction. Now this time, as we bend the knees, go even deeper and reach your crown toward the windows, knuckles toward the back wall. Take a full breath here. A little strength. Now inhale, straighten your knees, crown to the earth, knuckles to the sky. Ufta. 3 breaths, any little movements, adjustments. 2 more breaths. Last one. Now scoop up your belly with your thighs as you bend your knees deep. Hamstrings and torso parallel to the earth. Release the hands, come to cactus arms. Squeeze. Now forearms together under the heart. And then plant your hands on the earth. Thank you, mama. And then slowly bear walk your hands toward the front of your mat. Step your feet together, toes touch. It's downward facing dog. Feel into about 5 breaths here. Really let yourself smooth and integrate. There's this natural releasing of the old skin as you glide through the shiny, new, refined sensations of you. Good. 1 more breath is all. Lift the heels. Bring your knees to the earth. Puff through the back body a little bit, and then just start to circle your sit bones toward the right heel, through center, left heel. Hips scoot a little off the left side of the mat, and then glide toward the earth through center. Now take that a few more rounds, and if you want, you can kind of stir kind of one arm, the arm that's kind of rolling in the opposite direction as the hips. Right? Just kind of experimenting there with memories of our jellyfish selves. And then that hand comes back to the earth, and then switch directions. Maybe the other arm gives a little stir. Yeah. Ooh. And then let's bring the hands to the earth. Scoop the tailbone, tilt the upper thighs to the earth, bend the knees, shoulders back and down so you can find a big back bend here. So crown and toes. Oh. Please press over the knees, big toes together, and then just settle your sit bones to your heels. Forehead rests. Bring a little more breath awareness into your kidneys and your adrenals here. So kind of either side of your low mid back.
kind of illuminate through your kidneys and your adrenals the color of your intentions that vibrate. One more. And just feel. Relax the pelvic floor, the tongue. And give the weight of your body into the supportive earth body. And let yourself steep inside the wisdom of Earth, planet Earth. There's a natural course of aliveness, and let us kind of merge inside that rhythm. And now, if it's comfortable, keep your sit bones at your heels. Belly button draws back a little bit, eyes closed, and just start to round up vertebrae by vertebrae. And just let your hands kind of slide up your thighs, shoulders back and down, just making any adjustments along the way. And if it's uncomfortable to sit in Virasana with your sit bones at your heels, then come to a cross-legged seated position. Now, as you breathe in, a little draw up on the pelvic floor, like little lotus flower petals. Take the full length of the inhale to draw up. Sense that into the deep ear canal, shoulders relax. Exhale, release that. Any little rivers of movement, just follow that. And just tune in with that. 3 more rounds. Eyes are closed. Inside sensation. It's like a little leaf blower clearing the way. Last one. Just feel. When the whole body is relaxed, we'll kind of thread some seed sounds together. It's all and we're just going to do this once for now. Ah, the root O, heart, third eye. Lean back into the vibration of you. Release the breath. Inhale.
little percolations of movements. And then this is super subtle, but just 3 rounds with a little whisper. You can kind of pulse that whisper to any areas of attention, and maybe there's some little undulations, unnoddings, little stirs inside. One more. Feel. And let's maintain this internal connection as we drop onto one hip if you're in Virasana, or just start to straighten your legs out in front of you, making sure you've got enough room behind you. We are going to take one of our blocks with us. And as you scoop your tailbone and begin to round down, I just invite you to be curious about kind of lifting into the strength of your pelvis, your breath, maybe a little stir along the way. Yeah, maybe you bring that into the diaphragm, and a little lifting and then kind of rounding down through the heart, even the back of the neck. Ooh. Kind of the strength of malleability until eventually come all the way down. Slide your feet a little closer to your sit bones for a moment, and then a little rock of the sacrum side to side as you start to scoop the tailbone. And then as you lift the hips, start to lift a little bit more in the left side hip through center, and then the right. And then you can come down a little bit, maybe massage areas around the shoulder blades. Yeah, whatever feels nice, interesting. You're offering Earth a massage as Earth massages you, until eventually just slide those blocks underneath the top of your sacrum, whatever height feels good to you, because we are going to move into a little inversion here. Reach one leg up toward the sky if that feels balanced. Reach your other. Kind of sense the bones stack, and for a moment, maybe draw a tiny circle on the ceiling with your feet. Feet together in other direction. And then as you settle into stillness, please bring all of your awareness to Ajna Chakra. That's what I was attempting to say in the beginning of class, Ajna. And imagine the color of your intentions vibrating as an orb of light right at your third eye. And you're sitting in a meditative position at your third eye in this orb of light, colored with your intentions, chanting the mantra Om. Just imagine this in time with your breath. Stay here. Concentrated awareness. Viparita Karani Mudra. It's a mudra, awareness at third eye. It's okay if the legs get a little tingly. It's okay if there's a little pressure around the throat. This brings a lot of energy
your heart and thyroid. Stay here. Third eye. Just a little bit longer. The mantra is Om at your third eye. Just 30 more seconds. Start to bend your knees. Bring your feet to the earth. Maybe even straighten your legs for about 2, 3, 4, 5 breaths. Let the belly spread open, if that feels okay to you. You want a low O, One more. Feel. Bend the knees if they're not already. Now, if the block is already on its lowest setting, keep it there. If not, lift the hips, roll the block over once. So the whole block is underneath your sacrum, a little closer to your tailbone. Bend the knees. Slide the knees together, and for just a moment, circle the knees in one direction. Let the nose mirror that. And now the other. Ooh-wee. Gentle. Little cranial sacral. And then just hug the knees to your belly. That'll traction the sacrum away from the low back, or rather the lumbar spine gets to spread a little deeper open. Oh boy, a couple of breaths here. Any sort of tones or silences. Da 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 da. And then when you're ready, feet to the earth. Slide the blocks out from under you. Take your time. Roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Then maybe you just start to kind of circle toward happy baby, but we're actually just going to let the knees kind of circle away from each other and then together, both directions. And any final movements here. Maybe a little twist to one side. Ooh. Crawling a little deeper through. Twists are actually really nice right now after that inversion. Just make sure you take it to both sides for perhaps 3 to 4 breaths.
Good. And then whenever you're ready, come into Shavasana. It might be nice to have those blankets maybe folded over your belly or maybe over your whole body. If anybody wants a prop that you don't have, just gesture to me. Come around and help you out. Yeah, if anybody wants to take a few moments to tend to warmth. Then once you land in Shavasana, deep inhale and just take it all the way to the top. All the way, all the way, all the way. And then as you exhale, subtle. High, high, high. Take it all the way to the bottom of the exhale. Yeah. And try that just one more time. So we honor the deep dissolve of what once was. Into the liminal space of all possibility with just whispers inside our becoming. Just receiving the fullness of everything and nothing. And as you sense the atmosphere in this room, the atmosphere inside your body as you notice your breath and a breathing into this atmosphere. The warmth of your attention. Sense a little magnetism now through the deep ocean pulse of the inhale, the wave that kisses the shore of your body, the exhale inside the nourishment of earth body, cohesive and whole. Just inviting little movements in, we get to
kind of engage in this field of embodiment, little movement.
Mhm. Remember your intentions here as you eventually just make your way to one side.
It's honoring the great cosmic womb as we honor the womb of our mama. Thank you.
Just making your way to a seated position if you're not already there, with your eyes closed. For a few moments to really notice your baseline now. Now we're going to do just one little pranayam just to kind of seal our stable, steady seat, kind of anchoring into presence. We'll inhale naturally, and it'll be a little scoop of the tailbone, little squeeze of the pelvic floor with that hiss sound right into your womb space. Doesn't matter if you're in a male or female body. And we'll do that same breath twice. Mm-hmm. Release the breath here, and we'll begin with a deep breath in. That's it. Feel. Yeah. And float our palms together, heart center, and we'll seal our practice with a single Om. Breath in. Namaste. Thank you all so much for your presence, sharing your breath and your practice. Yeah. Have a beautiful rest of this day. Thank you. So I'm offering a deep dive this Sunday. I'm really looking forward to this. Sunday the 30th from 1:30 to 4. Dakini's breath, a deeper exploration in sound, breath, and movement. So we'll be working a lot more with the primordial seed sounds, toning through the fabric of embodiment. And it really supports us accessing our planetary process. 4.5 billion years of evolution here. And it supports just unhooking from holding patterns. Doesn't make the conditioning go away. It really supports us releasing the charge, expanding our capacity to be here. Yeah, it's a deeply meditative practice. There will be some movement, lots of toning, and whoever shows up is gonna kind of feed the field of what happens, you know? So I'm looking forward to that. If there's any questions, I'm right here. Thank you. Hi, Barbara. Oh, good. I'm so glad I get to see you on Sunday, Barbara. Yeah, and hi to whoever else is out there. Yeah, it's great to be with you all. Sweet.